The second weekend of March Madness is underway, happening now as the Sweet 16 is in full swing for both the men's and women's tournament this weekend.
And by Monday night, we'll know who will be facing off in the Final Four. It's an exciting time as the stakes continue to get bigger. Our Jack of all trades, Jack Linnehan, is here with another Jacketology. Am I saying that right, Jack?
You are saying it perfectly.
Okay,
Sam.
good.
I'm so impressed right
Good. And you're looking at the games to watch for the rest of the weekend.
Yeah, and we'll give a little bit of a look back at the games that happened last night to start the Sweet 16 in the men's tournament. I usually look at the first weekend, that first and second round is the time for upsets, for Cinderellas. But this weekend, the Sweet 16 and the Elite Eight, this is when things get serious, because if you survive out of this weekend, for the men, you're going to be playing in San Antonio in the Final Four. 2 wins, you'll be national champions. Let's look at the games that already happened. Obviously, you can see here, Florida and Texas Tech, they're going to be playing tomorrow night, as is Duke and Alabama. Those games yesterday, pretty exciting. Maryland was the team that Colorado State lost to on that buzzer beater to not advance to the Sweet 16. They couldn't keep up with the #1 seed Florida Gators. And then Texas Tech in overtime. In Arkansas, in overtime, I should say. What a game. Texas Tech came back from down 16 to force OT and then take care of business over Arkansas, the only double-digit seed still in the men's tournament at that point. Duke and Arizona. Duke, a strong 1 seed. Cooper Flagg, a great game, 30 points. They took care of business against Arizona. And then Alabama, a program record, 25 three-pointers made, the most in a single NCAA March Madness tournament game ever. Should be an exciting game. A lot of offense going on in Duke and Alabama. Games tonight, Auburn and Michigan. Auburn, another #1 seed there. Michigan played in Denver, one of the teams to advance out of Denver to make it to the Sweet 16, but Auburn's a strong 1 seed there. Ole Miss and Michigan State. We could have, if Michigan were to win, a Michigan and Michigan State rivalry game in the Elite Eight in Atlanta. That would be fun. Over in Indianapolis, Houston and Purdue. Houston, the strong 1 seed there. Kentucky and Tennessee, the other game to watch there. Again, these Elite Eight games are going to be over the weekend, Saturday and Sunday. The winners in San Antonio for the Final Four. Let's head over to the women's tournament. I want to start with the game that's happening right now, in fact. It's South Carolina and Maryland. Maryland's men's team lost. Maryland's women's team still in the Sweet 16. Game is happening as we speak. Down to the wire, just a few minutes left, a very close game. The winner of that will play against Duke, who won earlier this afternoon over their arch rival North Carolina. That's in one of the Birmingham regionals. And then a few more games happening tonight and tomorrow in the Sweet 16. I want to point your attention to #1 UCLA, one of the best teams in the country, led by Lauren Betts, a Grandview High alum. UCLA, a heavy favorite to at least come out of one of the Spokane regions and make it to the Final Four in Tampa. They will play Ole Miss, and if they win, they'll play LSU versus NC State, 2 teams that made it to the Final Four last year. USC, another strong 1 seed, but they are without Juju Watkins. She is one of the best players in college basketball. She tore her ACL last weekend, so she's out for the rest of the season and likely into next season. That's going to make it harder for them to play Kansas State. And if they beat Kansas State, it's going to make it harder for them to play the winner of Oklahoma and UConn. And Oklahoma led by Reagan Beers, who is a Valor Christian alum. She played at Oregon State last year, transferred to Oklahoma this year. UConn features Paige Becker as one of the best players in college basketball, men's or women's. That's going to be a fun game to watch, and the winner of that taking on USC without Juju. You could see whoever wins this game as potentially coming out of Spokane and headed to the Final Four. And then down here, just a couple other games in Birmingham, Texas and Tennessee, 2 long, great programs there. And then Notre Dame, TCU. TCU with Haley Van Lith, who just won a bronze medal in the Paris Olympics.
Well, exciting.
Yay.
Another exciting weekend. I still have
know.
3 of my Final Four in there, doing their
Hey,
thing.
look
So.
at Alex.
Nicely done, Alex.
I need Jack Linehan to.
How is your bracket doing?
It's not.
Really?
Oh, really?
Maybe we put Alex up there.
Anyway, I don't know what I'm doing. I did eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I went like this.
That's
to kick
usually the best way to do it.
100%. Oh, 100%. All right, Jack, thank you. You got all the answers, and these are some fun games, some good games coming up this weekend.
Thank you, Jack.